line. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet. Not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Crank it up. Finger to the sky and a green light shining bright. The only thing I have in mind is the finish line. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet. Not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up.
At Maconi Setup Shop, we offer custom-built setups for any asphalt oval car. Prices starting at just $5. Weekly setups available for all Legends, late models, modifieds, and NASCAR trucks, Xfinity, and Cup cars. Do you need one-on-one driver coaching? We've got you covered. Visit www.maconisetupshop.com and find yourself in Victory Lane. Maconi Setup Shop, handling all your setup needs so you don't have to.
And hello again, everyone, and welcome back to PTM Racing TV. If you just saw the intro, you know what it is. Tonight, the Maconi Setup Shop IRP 200 here at Lucas Oil Raceway here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Again, everyone, I am Christian the Crusader Shriver. Welcome back to PTM Racing TV. Oh, yeah, I have missed you all. I have missed being with these guys. And tonight, you hear the roar of the motor come to life. Some new drivers, some familiar faces, and a title on the line here tonight for the Maconi Setup Shop IRP 200 for the Old School League ARCA Series. Let's get down right to business and brass taxes. We're getting to the grid. Starting on the pole, Byron Bartlett will hold up the 77 to his outside. That'll be the 8 of Mark Sakosi. Row number 2, it's going to be James Kruger in the 25, and his outside, that's Kyle Hanna in the number 4. Row number 3, the Pride of Texas making her debut in the Old School League. That is Kayla McCarthy in the number 33, and her outside, Mark Cook in the 88. Row number 4, Nicholas Wilson will run the 53, and his outside, that's Justin Cope in the number 9. Row number 5, that's going to be David Castelli in the 24, and his outside, he's on the hunt. That's Tyler Hunt, the number 20. Row number 6, Brian W. Wiggins in the 5, it is outside, Matty Watkins in the 99. Shotgun on the field tonight, that is going to be the 42 of Kyle Milliken. You got the drivers lined up, you got the drivers ready to go. Oh, how I have missed you all. So this is time for some action-packed adventures. And we're bringing them right to the start. Get them ready, boys and girls. Here we go. Byron Bartlett, the first time he's been on the pole. And what a way to do it. The BB Racing 77 Chevrolet machine looking to maybe pull home a victory here and finally end the drought and the curse that he has been trying to deal with. Mark Sakosi in that number 8 affordable SCO machine. Oh boy, you know he wants a race win in here tonight. He's been fighting it all season long. Now he looks to try to end that and finally get what he's been looking for. James Kruger, what can you say about him? Him and his teammate there in that number 4 of Kyle Hanna. Teammates, absolutely dominant, absolutely barn burner at the most. They'll keep their pork and poultry machines out on the track. The newcomer, but you know her too well. The Pride of Texas, a Du Bois Cowboys 33 machine. The 88 Trump 2020 of Mark Cook. Haven't heard too much from him. He's going to try to make a splash tonight. Nicholas Wilson, I believe that was last week's feature winner, taking it on home. And then you got right behind all of them, Milliken, Wiggins, and the rest of the field, bringing them on in. You got 13 drivers out on the track for Lucas Oil Raceway as they bring them on around. These 12-degree bank turns will be the tell of the tale. Will they be able to hold their own and keep their victory on? We work them on turn 4. It's time to find out here at Lucas Oil Raceway. The IRP 200 is off and running. Off the line. Oh, hold on a minute, Mr. Bartlett. You cannot simply just jump the gun. This is a 200-lap race. You need to be a little bit more patient, sir. Byron Bartlett in the 77, he got a good start there, but the problem is the flagman said to him, what the heck was that? That was not the start I want to see out of you guys. You can do so much better than this. And they're bringing that pace truck on around. I don't know why he's driving so erratically. What the heck is this? He's driving through the cars. What kind of maniac drives through the cars, for crying out loud? I guess that truck driver, apparently. Nonetheless, folks, as we bring them on around, we get them all situated out here. We will try that again. That was not the start we wanted. And you know when we do that, we need to get it fixed, so. Real quick in the chat, guys. We've got some fans, we've got some favorites in the house being chosen immediately. Jennifer Hendricks getting the tag from Brian Wiggins. Although Wiggins, you're supposed to be in the car. Why are you texting and driving, sir? Candace B. McCarthy rooting on, you know who, the Pride of Texas, Kayla McCarthy. But wishing good luck to everyone out there. And we want to say on behalf of PTM Racing TV and to the McCarthys, congratulations on an anniversary. Congratulations on a happy wedding and not too long ago. We hope you guys enjoy it out there. We've got ourselves a packed house here tonight. Tyler Blankenship, he's doing a raid in here, but it's good to have you in here nonetheless, sir. Thanks for tuning on in. If you guys do comment up, I will comment back. I'll talk with you guys in the chat. I always try to when I can, and tonight will be no exception or any different. Currently, the drivers are just getting all situated out and set up here. They're just getting a feel for the track, so do be aware they will take a second. They have this track being a short track. This is only about a 1.1 kilometer mile track, which is about 0.63 miles long. That's not a very long track, but for these ARCA drivers, it's almost like a late model style. They will do their thing, they will run their race, and kind of work off of that. That's what it's all about for these drivers here tonight, man. That's what it's going to be all about here. Alright, we get them the one to go now. We're ready to go here for some green flag action. Pack Racing here from the Indianapolis, Indiana's Lucas Oil Raceway. And I do believe this track is sharing 50 years of history. So congratulations to the track and crew that have worked on this track and been here for so long. The drivers are excited, and you know we're ready for it. Bartlett getting a little situated out here as they bring him on around. Close corner, contact in, get them side by side. We will not do a side by side race. We'll do a one line straight on the race. Off the restart, here we go. Off the early going, Bartlett will get the early advantage. You're going to watch these guys hit the high line. You're going to hit the low line. Ah, trouble already in the turn one. We got problems. That's Mark Cook in the 88. Not what you wanted to be if you're in the Trump 2020 88. His campaign fell a little flat there, unfortunately. So he'll have to try to figure that one out. To figure out, though, what happened exactly, we're going to the instant replay. Let's take a look at this one. Well, that was not the start you wanted if you're in the Cook camp. Here's another look at it. Let's take a look here. And off that start, Nicholas Wilson, man, he was not being patient. He wanted to get around there as soon as he can. Tyler Hunt as well. 3 wide already. Look at that. 3 wide already. And, oh, but the contact and damage done early on. That Harley-Davidson machine, unfortunately, serious damage up on that car there. That'll cost him a few times here. Tough break for him early. Trying to real quick see if maybe we can figure out who's all who here as we get them all situated out here. Looks like they're already going in pit road. They have some damage up on the car there. They're wanting that fixed up. That is David Castelli there. Sorry for the interruption. We just had to see that real quick. David Castelli. Damage up on the Harley Morrison Davidson machine. He'll get that all situated out though. Once again, it is early and these guys will be running on a pretty tight track. So do be patient and do keep in mind that they're going to be running as hard as they can, but they are going to be running on something that's extremely difficult to master. So what the biggest thing is, I'm going to tell you right now, is that when you're running on this track, you got 2 lines you can hit. You got the middle and you got the high side. The bottom line to me when I was running it earlier, it didn't quite hold up as well because I feel like you have less banking there to have room to get the tires to dig in and stay. So really what you're going to want to see these drivers doing, and they're going to do a lot of, is play the middle and high side around the wall area, kind of keep the cushion to themselves and bring them on in, down, out of the turns, the exits, get some serious momentum built up. But in all honesty, if you really want to know how to run this track, just go ask our good friends over at Maconi Setup Shop. They'll get you all situated out. Maconi Setups building some of the top tier setups here, and I believe some of these guys actually have pulled a few of them out here tonight. Try them on out. But I shouldn't say guys, I should also say the ladies and gentlemen of this series, because tonight we have a new driver and joining in with here. The Pride of Texas, the one you don't mess with Texas, whatever you want to call her. She's in the Boys Cowboys, number 33 machine. Currently right now, not too far in the back. She's currently in the 5th slot right now, so we'll see if she can get some momentum built up. Mark Sakosi, then the Affordable SEO machine, another sponsor here with us. The Affordable SEO, of course. You want to outrate your competition today, be sure to visit them up on their website. And I'll have that on side to get in touch with Mark. He'll get you hooked up. Great guy, a lot of these drivers out here. You know, great seal of people. can't think of a bad thing to say about these guys in all honesty. They're just so much fun to watch and so much time in the action and adventures, and definitely right now, we're just as we get them situated out, I believe this will be the one to go finally. Yep, there it is. We'll see how it all plays out. And again, folks, at home, if you're just now tuning in, this is a much smaller track, and we'll give you that perspective from the aerial view here. This is not a long track by any means. This is a very small track when you consider what they're running in. It's only about 0.686 miles long. The banking is about 12 degrees in the turns. Those straights about 3 degrees, 4 degrees, I would say. A lot of times, though, what you'll see these drivers running in on this track is the super late models or the modified series, or even late models every now and then. But tonight, we're having a little special exhibition for that because the ARCA series has come on out. As off the restart here, Byron Barlett gets the early advantage there off that green flag restart. We bring him on around out at turn 1 now. Here comes James Kruger in the 25. He's got his teammate Kyle Hanna in the number 4 right behind him. They bring him on around, clean spot. Look at this now, the Cowboys machine falling back a little bit. You got that number 53 of Nicholas Wilson working him on in. Wilson starting to develop a little bit of presence of mind here and starting to develop some speed as they work him on around down the front stretch. Oh, trouble there for Castelli out of turn 4. He spun it around. That's calling for the caution. David Castelli, unfortunately, not getting anything figured out in that car tonight. Troubles yet again for the Harley-Davidson number 24 machine. Tough break there for him. You know what we got to do? We got to go to the replay. Let's take another look at it here. I'm going to show you two sides of this. Watch carefully. Remember what I said earlier about the bottom line to me was not any grip. There was no room there. Well, this just proves it. If you overdrive it off there and you try to get too hard, bam! That's what's going to happen. The bottom line is hard to master if you're not setting it up just right. You have to be careful and patient on how you run that around, and that exactly is what happened there, unfortunately. We're going to go on board here with Mr. Castelli. Here's the onboard camera here. You can see right there how those bank turns are, and then how the cushion has more room up there to keep the car in line. He just overdrove it, and unfortunately, even though he had his foot on the brakes, he still gave the wall a love and a kiss. And well, this ain't Twilight. You're not supposed to give it a kiss and expect to treat it any differently. Did I say that? Oh, my bad. Nonetheless, there is the number 5 there, the Brian W. Wiggins Maconi setup shop tonight, representing for the sponsors here. We mentioned earlier that Mark Sikosi representing Affordable SEO in that 8 machine. And of course, you got the Dallas Cowboys represented on Caleb McCarthy, the meat and poultry veal machine of Nicholas Wilson in the number 53. His teammates Kyle Hanna and the 4 there, 4 of Kyle Hanna and James Kruger in the 25 there. Great drivers in their own right, tough to battle and tough teammates to say the least here. Justin Cope in the number 9 trying to get the back to blue up a little bit. Meanwhile, he's also telling them to back it up a little bit and give me some room here, guys. Come on now. Well, we'll get them all situated out and bring another round around here, and hopefully there are 2 laps or a lap here. We are going to give you the green flag again, but if you want to, go ahead and comment in the comments down below, and we will talk with you here. We may be busy up in the booth working the cameras and making sure our producers are at it tonight. For once, they actually got everything situated out just right, so I think we're in for a good show. But nevertheless, though, this is definitely looking to be a strong battle when these guys get it going. The question is, can they get it going? Because right now the track is winning. Lucas Oil Raceway is not an easy track to master. This is a very slick track. I mentioned earlier the bottom line, no go, no give really. The cushion, you have room, but it's easier said than done to really keep a hold of that and keep it in your spotlight. And it's definitely showing right now. This next time around, looks like we are going to initiate the green flag restart. Get them all situated out here. Bring them on around yet again. In the comments section, Bobby Kahn saying sounds good. Well, good to hell there, Bobby. We'll see you next time out tomorrow night in the Legend Series, bud. That's right, folks. Tomorrow night as well, just a heads up, it's the season championship, season 1 that is, for Pedal to the Metal Racing League in the Legend Series. And after an incredibly intense battle in the street stocks, what adventures lie await for Myrtle Beach in the Legend Series? Well, you're going to find out next time out tomorrow night. Also, of course, we're going to Volusia. We're going to have a little fun there with the Mississippi Dirt Series as they bring their dirt stocks to life. But for now, of course, we are here at Lucas Oil Raceway, and we're going to let these ARCA Series drivers get ready to go. Bring them on down around out of turn 4 here. Bartlett waiting for the line, ready for the movement. There he goes off the start. Green flag high in the air. Off the early pacing immediately. Mark Sikosi trying to get some momentum built back up to try to catch up there with Bartlett. Bartlett will not give him an inch though as they work them on in. The teammates, Kruger and Hanna, will do battle here a little bit as now here comes, he's on the hunt, Tyler Hunt. The number 20 Home Depot PTM Racing TV machine works them on in around turn 3 going into 4. Back down around now, he brings him out of turn 4 here. He gets some serious momentum built up. Now to the front stretch he goes. He'll try to challenge Kyle Hanna. Kyle giving him the outside line a little bit and giving him a little bit of the inside too if he can find it to work around there. Bring him on around turn 2. Whoa, Kruger getting a little loose there out of turn 2. That's what we talked about earlier. You have to be careful. You have to keep the momentum alive, but you've got to be aware of what's going to happen down out of turn 4. The bobble there from Kruger. He opens the door up to Kyle Hanna. Tyler Hunt doing as well there. They work him on down around down out of turn 1 going into turn 2 here. Here comes. He's on the hunt. Tyler Hunt. The Home Depot number 20 machine works him on in. He's trying to get the opening there from Kyle Hanna. Hanna holds his own. Back down out of turn 4. Here they go. Kyle starting to slow up a little bit. Hunt, you know what he's going to do. He's going to battle for this one here. Wait a minute. Byron Bartlett, what happened to Byron? Mark Sikosi takes the lead. I think Bartlett got a little loose there on the turns. It's hard to tell without going to the replay, but right now the action's too hot. We can't go to the replay right now as Nicholas Wilson now going in there with Brian W. Wiggins. Wiggins in the Maconi setup shop. Number 5 now works on down out of turn 4. Here they come. Tyler Hunt trying to hold his own, trying to get around Kyle Hanna. Not going to get him around out of turn 1. That opens the door up to Wiggins. Wiggins to the bottom. Wiggins swings it on in. He's going to try to get some momentum built up. He holds his line unlike Castelli earlier. Castelli got loose off that spot earlier. It looked like the speed, though, went to the advantage of Wiggins. On the inside now, here comes Tyler Hunt. He will now do battle as he tries to take over for 3rd. That 3rd place spot now going back to Kyle Hanna. Hunt has got the 2nd place position here. Look at Wiggins to the inside, though. I thought the bottom line had no grip, but he seems to be making it pretty good here. They work him on around down the back straightaway. They go yet again. They'll work him on in down out of turn 3 going into 4. Brian W. Wiggins giving it everything he can, trying to build some momentum back up, trying to make the pass around for 3rd. Side by side they go down the front stretch. These two drivers battling back and forth. You can throw a slider from the bottom to the top, but it's very difficult. It's a slick track, so you're going to have moments where it gets a little too intense. Work them on back down around out of turn 2, 3 into 4. Hanna bobbles a little bit, but Wiggins does it even worse. They work him on around. The action's starting to get good here. The action's starting to pace up. These guys are starting to really start to burn the tires in and get the track field out. Tyler Hunt is on the hunt. He's looking for Sikosi. Sikosi, though's got about a 2.5 lead on him. As we work him on turn 3, here comes the maneuver down to the bottom. Those Wiggins. He makes the bobble, though. That opens the door up to Nicholas Wilson, the teammates of Hanna and Kruger. Wilson now to the back the front straightaway, I should say, as they work him on down around turn 1. Now here comes number 25 there, Kruger. James Kruger now working him on in. He's going to try to make some maneuvers here, trying to build some momentum up here as they work him on down the backstretch. Byron Bartlett, he started the race in the lead. A bobble there, and it cost him earlier. Now he's trying to get his time back. But you can tell right now these guys are absolutely trying to put what they can to hold their own and stay in a position. That's easier said than done when you're running on these fast cars and fast-paced setups and on a track that is extremely difficult. Whoa! Bobble there from Hanna. Wiggins sees the opening. He swings it down low. He wants to see where this one goes. Be careful. You don't want to low blow him down out of turn 4 here, but you can see Wiggins wants this one. He's trying to get something built up here. The Maconi setup shop, number 5 machine now trying to work him on into the inside there. Yet again, Kyle Hanna. Hanna holds his own. Kyle Hanna not giving an inch to say the least here. Back in the battle of the pack here. You got a battle between two boys, Dallas Cowboys, number 33 of Caleb, the one you don't mess with, Texas McCarthy, and the number 99, as he works him on in. Matty Watkins will try to get something built up here. He works him on. He makes a pass around McCarthy. Watkins has been in the hunt. He's always been in the contention. He's got into the podium finish quite a few times, but he has yet to win one. He's now looking to get another top 5 finish. Into the wall. You've seen the sparks go. That was McCarthy getting right in there a little bit. Mark Cook now has to do battle as he works him on in with the 42. The 42 now trying to do a little bit of run here, trying to get something built up. They work him on down, around, down the front stretch to turn 1. And Kyle Milliken will make his pass around Mark Cook. Mark struggling earlier from the little bobble he had. And unfortunately, David Castelli having troubles as well. Justin Cope right now is off the pace and off the momentum. He is in pit road right now. Tough break there for him. But as we work them on around now, Bartlett, he's got company. Here comes the 99 of Watkins. Watkins down to the outside. He's going to try and challenge the former leader here. This one is he works him on turn 2. He's already made a pass around Kruger. Kruger left the door wide open there, and Watkins was so nice enough he decided to close it right on him. And that now has given the advantage as they work him on in. Contact made there by Wiggins and Hanna. Hanna has gone into the wall out of turn 1. I don't know what happened there exactly, but Wiggins got a rear fall on his front end. How much damage did that do to the number 5 of Brian W. Wiggins? I don't know. We're going to the replay real quick to take a quick look at that one. I'm not sure what exactly started that trend here, but we're going to find out here. Here's the replay. Watch this. We're going to bring him on around out of turn 4. Oh, bobble there. And Wiggins was trying to make the pass, but unfortunately, no time or momentum there to get around that. And that ended up costing him a little bit here. I don't know how much damage that might have done to him, but we're going to find out here. Here's the replay yet again. This is from the cockpit view. Watch this. You can see Hanna doesn't look like he got loose there, but he backs off. Wiggins had tried to get around him. Unfortunately, he still clipped him. But unlike when Kyle Busch does it, he didn't clip him to where he was going to spin around. So good driving on Wiggins to try to back off a little bit. Whoa, a little bit of trouble there at turn 4. I don't mean that personally. I'm just giving a joke around a Busch, by the way. Just heads up, everyone. That was not meant to be taken seriously. Anyway, back to the track here as they work him on in around down to the turn 2 here in the back stretch. Watkins, he's starting to make some serious momentum. We talked about earlier in the chat, folks. Look at this. From the outhouse to the White House. But the caution's coming out. Yellow, 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 yellow. Whoa, them Cowboys. The momentum derailed. I mean, I know the Dallas Cowboys had a little hard time with some bad penalty plays from the referees, but I don't know if that was a bad call on McCarthy there. I think it might have just been a little bobble there. We'll find out here. Let's take another look at it here. See what happened here with her. Here's the replay. You're going to see her coming around the back stretch. And I believe she's going to get a little loose here at turn 3. She actually got into the wall there. And, yep, nowhere to go. Good driving, though, on the 42 of Kyle Milliken to get out of that troublesome zone. Great driving on his end. We're actually going to go on board here with Mr. Milliken. And we're going to show you from that point of angle, like, what he saw when she spun around there. That was definitely good driving, though. Here's another replay of it. Here we're going to go on to the cockpit view. There you go. There's another replay of it, and we're going to tell you something a little bit about these ARCA cars in the wall, because this is going to definitely seem like it's a little off the wall, no pun intended. But you can definitely see the troubles, unfortunately, there for McCarthy. Just starting out here tonight, and unfortunately, the car getting a little bit tore up, a little bit hard on, but, I mean, come on. I mean, we're all drivers here. We're going to get him into the wall eventually. Looks like a good size field going in for pits and for tires and a splash of gas. Off the restart, though, the number 8 of Mark Sikosi will gain his momentum and keep its lead. But Brian W. Wiggins will now challenge. Now, I want you to remember earlier what I just said about going into the wall earlier. When you're driving these ARCA cars, and you're going to see a lot of this whenever you watch ARCA racing or you go in to an actual lobby and race these things. With the ARCA cars, there's one big key flaw that a lot of people out there don't understand or don't quite know, and that's the fact that when you get into the wall, it's almost like you literally put Gorilla Glue or duct tape on the car at the same time, and the car just does not want to budge. It's as if a magnetic force is just pulling that car into the wall, and the wall just will not let go. It's like a bad relationship off a long term, but you just can't let go. It just won't go away. And that's pretty much what the issue is with these ARCA cars when they get into the wall. It's they can't get off of them as well. And unfortunately, that's what happened to McCarthy, and it ended up tagging her. The reason why she spun was because she had to crank that wheel straight to left so far, she almost did a complete 180 with that thing, just trying to get it to get off the wall. That's not even including when she spun out. So be mindful of that. Be aware of that. Whenever you guys do run in these ARCA series, if you get into that wall, you best be going pretty slow, or you best just tag it a little bit and get out of there quick, because if you're stuck there, getting off it is like a train wreck and a half. It's impossible. Nevertheless, though, we bring them on around. We're all situated out. We'll continue on here, but first, here's a word from our sponsors. Tonight's race is brought to you in part by Affordable SEO. Be sure to outrank your competition today. With an affordable SEO, you can get the best business for your marketing and your strategy today online. And then, of course, from our good friends over at Maconi Setup Shop, they would like to present this little video here for you to see.
At Maconi Setup Shop, we offer custom-built setups for any asphalt oval car. Prices starting at just $5. Weekly setups available for all Legends, late models, modifieds, and NASCAR trucks, Xfinity, and Cup cars. Do you need one-on-one driver coaching? We've got you covered. Visit www.maconisetupshop.com and find yourself in Victory Lane. Maconi Setup Shop, handling all your setup needs so you don't have to.
All right, back to the action now, folks. They bring him on around out of turn 4. We're green flag racing yet again. Mark Sakosi off that right start. He'll get the early advantage as they work him on down out of turn 1. Nicholas Wilson to the 53. Here comes Brian W. Wiggins, a slider from the top to the bottom. He brings it on down to the back. Straight away we go. They're side by side for the lead. 43 laps will be continued in. Wiggins to the outside, sneaks in. Look at Sakosi on the inside. He brings a whole host of momentum, but he about got loose there like Castelli earlier. They work him on in around turn 1. Now Sakosi's got problems. He can't get it realigned. Brian W. Wiggins makes the pass clean. Sakosi trying to give it right back. No crossover today, sir. They work him on down the backstretch. We've got trouble, though. Tyler is on the hunt for the wall. Unfortunately, he is out on the backfield. Opened it up his own lawn care service, it looked like. Not sure what happened there, and unfortunately, trouble there for the Home Depot. Number 20, Bear, PTM Racing TV, Chevrolet Impala. We're going to the replay to find out what happened here. I don't know what exactly started that train wreck. Or chain reaction, I should say. But here's another look at it. Take a close look here as they bring him on down around turn 1 and 2. Right there, Tyler Hunt. Unfortunately, like Castelli. Oh! Took a huge lick there. Justin Cope, he tried to get it back in there as well. And Castelli and him getting into it there. I'm not sure what happened there in that case. We're gonna go over to David Castelli and see what happened exactly on their end with those two drivers. We'll give you another replay view of the incident for Tyler Hunt there. Justin Cope, you can see him actually working him on in. Here's the advantage point here of what they saw when this car came out. There's Tyler going. And Castelli, oh man, he actually went for a ride as well. Cope doing the presence of mind to back off. Shot the gap straight through though. We'll go on board here with Castelli and we're going to show you the clip of when all that kind of started up for those two drivers, and unfortunately, Castelli has been involved in pretty much 2 spin arounds this time around this stage. Let's see right here. Let's take a long around out of turn 2. Let's see what happened. Tyler Hunt, there he goes. And Castelli, well, I'm spinning around and, well, I'm recentered thankfully, but definitely not what I wanted to do, that's for sure, if I'm in his mind right now. We've got the cars all situated out. There's Tyler Hunt. Looks like he's going to keep driving with the car actually cleaned up. I was going to say it looked like he had a little damage there, but the car is cleaned up and ready to go. So he will continue on. Nevertheless, as we bring them on around, Your race leader is Brian W. Wiggins in the Maconi setup shop, number 5, with the affordable SEO, number 8 of Mark Sarkozy right behind him. Matty Watkins. I can never remember this one. I believe it's the MWD machine, race gaming machine. I believe that's what he told me earlier. He'll bring that on around. Gorgeous looking cars out on the track. A lot of these guys getting some serious setup shop dones, and definitely a lot of wraps done as well. So, and right now you got the 3 teammates right here going at it. Take a look at this. Wilson, Kruger, and that one we got our eye on right now, Anna. Boy, has that been a duo and a half to beat on these tracks. Those 3 drivers, teammates, but great friends as well. Definitely out to try to dominate here in the old school league as they bring them on around the front straightaway here. We're getting all situated out and ready to go here. They will get them all situated. Everybody falling in line, falling into position. This restart will tell the tale here. They are not halfway through this, but they are about a quarter of the way through this one. We'll try to get back in the chat here in a minute. Unfortunately, there's a lot going on right now. We can't quite talk with you guys at the moment. Don't worry though, we'll get to that here later on. Plenty of time for that as they bring them on down around out of turn 3 into 4. Drivers getting situated out, ready to go. Wiggins off that restart. And Watkins just tracking off a little bit. He actually was trying to get a huge run off that, and that seemed to get him off the turn there. Bringing him on around down turn 1. Immediately Watkins trying to get her over there with Sarkozy. Sarkozy though will hold his own there out of turn 2, I should say. Watkins down the inside. He tries. He gets some momentum build up. Not going to happen that time. This track is definitely starting to show its colors and show what it can do for these drivers out here as they work them on in. Watkins in the hunt. Meanwhile, right back in the pack here, Byron Bartlett now challenging up the number 25, James Kruger. Kruger trying to hold his own there, trying to get a little bit of something built up on that turn 2 exit here. We'll see if he can get the momentum back in it. Work them on down the back straight. Away we go now. Bring them on turn 3 here. They are all falling in line, falling into position. You're not going to see too many passes early. You're going to see them kind of situate out a little bit, get taken care of as we look towards Mark Sarkozy, trying to get a bit of that draft going here. We're going to go on board here with him. Your onboard camera here with Mark Sarkozy. Currently, you can see what he's trying to do there. He's trying to hold his own on the cushion and trying to keep the middle line as well so that he can block Watkins from trying to get around him. And it's all about trying to hold that line. Wait a minute. Caution's coming out here, folks. Oh, you got one down the infield yet again on the front stretch. That is Kyle Hanna, the number 4 there. Unfortunately, the pork poultry machine, veal machine, unfortunately, has gone down. And, well, he went to the slaughterhouse because he got cut up pretty bad. Let's go to the replay. Let's find out what happened here. So the replay is going to show you right here. He actually had a little bit of a battle there with Kruger, having to deal with some company there. And right there out of turn 4, Bartlett getting out of the way. And unfortunately, Lucas Oil getting the better of these guys here. It is so easy to spin out on this track. We've talked about it before, but the track is just, it will eat away at you when you least expect it. And right now, unfortunately, that is definitely the case right now for a lot of these guys, as the old school league, unfortunately, is trying to take down the hard-to-beat IRP 200 of Lucas Oil Raceway right now. And, yep, you can see right there, just already in. He's already wrecked. He knows what happened. He just had to live with it, and definitely not what he wanted to do in this case. As we bring him on around now, we'll get him all situated out. Castelli will get his lap back. He'll get taken care of there. Well, back down in the chat right now, Taylor Kruger has joined us, rooting on James Kruger, family, the 25 there of James Kruger, still in the hunt. He's not out of it just yet. He's got a long way to go, though, in this one here, guys. Bobby Kahn saying a nice save to the drivers. Indeed, that was a good save. These guys definitely playing to their strengths and doing everything they can here. Now, remember, folks, We've talked about this before, but this is not a fixed setups area. This is actually custom setups. So these guys have put time and dedication into these cars to get something figured out for the long run and for the good run. And what that means is that whatever they want to set it to, as long as it falls under legal rules, it can be driven. It can be drove. And a lot of these guys, in all honesty, like we said before, with our sponsor here tonight, Maconi Setup Shop, they've gone and got a lot of them done there from them. But a lot of these guys also have built their own. I know Tyler Hunt, I believe he's built his own as well. That's one of the reasons he's been so dominant in these series and all that. And if someone wants to correct me in the chat, you can. But I believe Tyler Hunt is one of those guys that knows how the ARCA series works and how to get them built the way he likes them. And that's pretty much why he's been probably the most dominant driver out on the circuit ever since he really joined in with these guys. Nevertheless, though, guys, we'll bring him on around down out of turn 3 into 4. Your race leader, Brian W. Wiggins, right behind him. Mark Sikosi. Behind him there, that is Matty Watkins. In the 4th slot, Nicholas Wilson. And 5th right now, the teammate to him, that's the 25, James Kruger. Mentioned him earlier. He's getting a little bit of a fan base growing here in the comment section. We'll see how it all plays out for him. Bringing them on around down out of turn 2 here. The pace truck will bring him over to turn 3. Then out of turn 4, we say let them rip and bring these cars to life as the stars in the cars will get their ARCA series ready for action. Here we go. They're all ready to go here out of turn 3 going into turn 4. Get ready for this one. This is going to be the battle off of turn 4. Can Sikosi hold off and get Wiggins there on the stretch? We'll see if it happens. They're off the restart. Flagman waving that flag around, getting them all situated out, ready. Sikosi already trying to hold his own out of turn 1, trying to get some momentum built up to get up to Wiggins. Back down and around now. We get him out of turn 2 to the back straight. Away we go. The one-line race going into effect here, but the 42 is starting to open up the doors a little bit. You got to be careful there, Mr. Milliken. You know you open the door up, you're going to have a thief come around. Whoa, Mark Cook there out of turn 4. Got a little loose there. He's able to save it, though, and keep it stabilized. The Trunk 2020-88 back on the wraps. He's okay. He's taken care of here. But he's got a long road ahead of him. He wants to get back in this one. Back down, around out of turn 3. They'll bring him on down into turn 4. Here they go yet again. Kayla McCarthy trying to hang with the boys, trying to hang in there, trying to show the boys how it's done here tonight. But Barlin Barlett going to get something going here. Byron trying to hold his own down out of turn 2 there. They'll work him on in the back stretch. Side by side, you got the battle between James Kruger and McCarthy here. McCarthy and them doing battle here. This is the battle for 8th here as they work them on down out of the turn 4 to the front stretch. McCarthy hanging in there. Tyler Hunt not too far out of her sights. That's saying something. He's been the dominant of all drivers here when you want to debate on wins here. But as we bring him down the backstretch, now you got the battle for Milliken and Wilson. Back on out of turn 4 here. Kyle Milliken trying to get something going here as Wilson tries to hold his own. No room for error between these drivers. Out of turn 2 to the back straight. Away we go here. They bring him on down around. And Wilson still holds his own. But Milliken, he's starting to get that front bumper a little closer to that rear bumper. And when that comes around, you know the smooth's going to come around. But now he's going to the inside already. He tries to bring it down low out of turn 1. He's going low. The low blow going to come on down out of turn 2. They'll bring him on in. Milliken started in the back of the pack in last place to start this race. Right now, he's working for the outhouse of the White House, trying to sneak his way across the border above of the 53 of Wilson. And he is successful out of turn 4 this time. He works them on in now. He's got the breathers in his sights. The top 2 right now going back at it. This is the battle for 3rd here. Watkins has taken the lead away from Sikosi and Wiggins. He's got the daily double in his sights, and he overtakes them both. Now Sikosi trying to get his momentum built back up here. He's not won a race here in a while, and you know he wants one. Sikosi giving it everything he can here, trying to hang with him. Watkins is going to make pace here with them as they work him on down. Watkins seems to have that car all situated out and figured out. Here's they work him on down the back straightaway. There they go. Sakosi doing everything he can to work him on in, trying to build some momentum up. The number 5, though, Wiggins is not out of the hunt yet. He's trying to get the Maconi setup shop. Number 5 into the spotlight here around the affordable SEO. The number 8 of Mark Sakosi. Sakosi down to the outside. Sparks are flying down. Milliken to the inside. They don't touch though out of turn 2. Great driving from both ends. Wilson's in the wall. Hunt makes him pay. You open up the door. You're going to let a thief in. And Tyler Hunt was the thief. He slams the door right on him and stole his spot away. Now you got a new 5th place spot as Tyler Hunt has worked him on in. Milliken, not out of the hunt yet though. He's still working him on in for that 3rd place spot. He's trying to get some momentum built up for the lead. He is indeed worked from the outhouse to the White House. Down low he goes now down out of the turn 4 there. I thought that middle and bottom line would not work, but these guys are making a monkey out of me. I guess when you got it set up just right, you got it set up just right. Milliken is getting closer and closer to the bottom off those exits, but he is getting such a run off that it's holding line. It's maintaining stability. He's starting to bring it down low yet again on the entry. Look at them go side by side down battle out of turn 4. Almost connected there. The connection not quite made just yet, but Milliken in there now. Tyler Hunt will be on the hunt for this one. He tries to make a daily double out of turn 2 there. They work him on down. Milliken's got to be careful. Tyler Hunt's going to close the door on him, but Wiggins makes a bobble there. Now Milliken to the inside. Side by side, they take him down out of turn 4 here. They come down the front straight away. They're side by side for this one. The battle for 3rd initiated. Wiggins up in the wall. He taps it. That opens the door. Milliken now trying to make the pass. But look at Wiggins not giving an inch between those two. But the more they keep battling here, they're just going to let Sakosi get around him and stay in this one. I'm out of breath talking about this one here, folks. We're not even halfway in, but the yellow. What happened now? Whoa, looks like the Cowboys unfortunately have been derailed yet again. No 6 rings yet for the Cowboys. We'll see if them boys gets it all situated out. As Caleb McCarthy brings them on around. We're going to the replay to find out about that one. Tough break for her early. She's struggling a little bit, but she did tell me earlier she is nervous. This is her first time ever joining in another series in our league, and I can tell you right now the nerves are showing. But don't give out yet. You're not even finished with this one, McCarthy. Anything can happen. She's all situated out. She's okay, though. Looks like just a little damage on the side there. She'll get it all taken care of there. I got to believe, though, that's actually a blessing for some of these guys. Whoa! Brian W. Wiggins is in the wall. What the heck happened here? We're going to the replay to find out about that one. What happened? Well, here's the replay. Let's figure out what the heck happened to him. You don't just put the car into the wall like that unless you're trying to do a burnout. Oh! He had so much momentum there, he got almost into Sakosi. I believe his spotter was not talking to him, and unfortunately that left front is completely damaged up to the point it's broke. He's going to get a tow for that one, unfortunately, because the car is too damaged up. Oh, no, wait, never mind. He's not going to tow. He's going to defy the car. He says, forget that. I'm getting this thing in a pit road on my own. Bringing them on around. Let's see who got that better restart off of that pit road. It looks like James Kruger, or excuse me, Justin Cope, is going to stay up front. It is saying Kruger on the leaderboard, but I guarantee you that it's wrong. And I believe Justin Cope is a few laps down, so he's actually just trying to get his lap back. As at 99 of Watkins will still be the race leader. The 8 of Mark Sakosi right behind him. The 42 there of Kyle Milliken. Tyler Hunt in the 20, and then Byron Barlett finishing out your top 5 there. And then behind him is, of course, the number 6, or excuse me, the 4 of Kyle Hanna. And then the 25, James Kruger, and the 88 of Mark Cook. And then them boys, number 33, Dallas Cowboys of Caleb McCarthy, bringing them bound back out. Car seems to be okay. Getting word from her crew chief in the pit road here that she definitely is a little nervous. The nerves are starting to get to her a little bit. She's willing to just kind of figure stuff out. But right now, she definitely feels like the car can work. She just needs to be patient and realize that this is not the end of the line if she can't get something figured out. Strong crowd on hand here tonight. Once again, another packed house here for PTM Racing TV. Guys, we can't thank you enough for tuning on in. We do appreciate all you. Of course, the sponsors here tonight for sponsoring this one. Of course, Maconi Setup Shop. I know the Old School League appreciates all that. And appreciate you guys giving them a hand here and giving this one a good run. These guys definitely have been one to put on a show when you least expect it, and they've really made some serious moments come to life. I can guarantee you, as a driver that I've raced with them before, some of these guys anyway, they are tough. They're tough combatants. They will not give you any room or any inches when you least expect it. Nonetheless, we'll get them all situated out, bring them on around turn 4. And you know what time it is. Time to put the pedal to the metal yet again. Bring them on down turn 4. We're back in green flag Raceway. Off the restart, Sakosi trying to get something built up here. He'll got Watkins right in front of him here as they work him on down around now. Milliken in the 42 will now challenge him up. Milliken trying to get some momentum built up, but he's on the hunt yet again. Tyler Hunt, Home Depot number 20 machine, works him on in. And Byron Barlett, he started on the pole this race. He's fighting back. He's not giving out just yet. The BB Racing 77 now works him on in. He's currently in the 5th slot. He looks to challenge though for the 4th slot. The unstoppable Tyler Hunt, if you will, just trying to stay ahead and stay away from everybody here. This seems to be a kind of a bit of a tough track for him tonight. When he's on the long speedways, though, he's tough to beat. Give him a mile, 2 mile track. He'll go to work with you. He'll really show you up, and that's really what he's been doing all season long. The most winning driver out here on the track. And then, of course, you got Kyle Milliken. We haven't talked much about him, but let me tell you, folks, in the last couple of weeks we've seen him out on the track. He's been starting to figure it out. He's been starting to really prove his worth out here, and it's starting to show. It's really starting to get to him here, and he really wants to just finally get a chance at that. Worked them on down out of turn 2. Here they go. Here's Sakosi. Still trying to get some momentum build up. They're all chasing down that driver right there. The 99 of Manny Watkins as he continues to push forward here. Brian W. Wiggins is still in pit road, unfortunately. I believe he's got heavy damage on that front end, and that wheel obviously busted right off. The crew is trying to get to work at it. Crew chief's telling me right now, actually, yes, the wheel is completely broke and tore off. They're trying to get something figured out and see what they can situate with it and hope they can build something up for later. We'll see how that plays out here as they work them on down. We're almost halfway into this one. Kyle Milliken now trying to get in there with Sakosi. Sakosi gets the outside line up. Now he's going to try to get the inside back in there. Brings it on down around out of the back stretch. They go to turn 3. Milliken, though, he's an animal down at that bottom. You've seen him make those passes. He's tough to beat. Can he do it again? Work him on down out of turn 4 here. He's already starting to sneak his way across with that front end there on the run on that rear bumper. Inside they go down out of turn 2. There we go. Sorry by side there, but Sakosi tried to hold him off. Hunt knows what he needs to do, though. He's just letting Milliken do his own thing and battle him out here, and hopefully that'll work in his favor. On back down around out of turn 4 here. Milliken giving it everything they can now. They worked him on in around turn 1 yet again. The 8 of Mark Sakosi is in trouble. He's got a double trouble right behind him. Hunt and Milliken. Ow! Sakosi into the wall! And unfortunately, Hunt tags him around. The caution is coming out. Yellow, yellow, yellow. You see the flagman waving. He's telling the guys, slow down, slow down. We're going to the replay. I don't even know what happened there. I saw Sakosi get into the wall there, unfortunately. Let's see if that was maybe on his own. Or Tyler Hunt may have got that bumper in there. I don't see contact made, though. Nope, that's all Sakosi. The only time there was contact made was when Sakosi was already in the wall and Hunt was trying to get around. Unfortunately, though, It didn't boat well for Sakosi, but he was able to get the car restarted and back on the track, which didn't hurt him too much. We're gonna go on board here with Hunt yet again, and we're gonna show you what happened exactly. Like earlier, you saw he just had nowhere to go and kind of got in there. As that Extreme Motorsports number 8 of Affordable SEO unfortunately just gets in the wall. Hunt trying to get out of the way. He had nowhere to go. Sometimes it just works in that way, unfortunately, and that definitely played out there. Nonetheless, guys, we're getting all situated out. Bring him on back around. Back out of turn 4 we go. We will be almost near the halfway point here. Matty Watkins, still your race leader, and Mark Sakosi has gone into pit road. I believe he's going to use up an instant repair there, or maybe get something figured out. As we look forward to this one here, folks, this definitely has been a war of nutrition and a war of trying to see who can outdo the other and who can outrace the other. It's showing right now for sure, but nonetheless, as I get them all situated out, we will be bringing it on in here and see how it all finishes up for these drivers tonight. Real quick though, we do need to take a quick commercial break and go ahead and give a little word to our sponsors. Well, tonight's racing action has been brought to you in part by Affordable SEO. If you're looking to outrank your competition online today, the Affordable SEO Marketing is a full-service SEO and digital marketing agency. Their agency is committed to helping small businesses by increasing their online traffic and getting them the leads to help their company grow. Get your company to rank #1 on the biggest search engines like Google, Bing, and Yahoo. Call the search engine optimization experts at 315-753-8000 today. Their services provide web design, pay-per-click advertising, PPC, and better known as logo design, business cards, shirts, hats, pens, and candy. So what are you waiting for? Outrank your competition online today. As we get them all situated out here, 1 to go. We'll get them all figured up here and get them all taken care of and get them ready for another round of action-packed adventures here in the Old School League. I'll tell you one thing, guys. It's always a pleasure to call these guys and really watch them at their best. And they're on a track that I would not say the ARCA Series is at their best at. But for what they're dealing with right now, what they're working with, this is impressive stuff. This is good racing on their end. Bring them on around out of turn 3. I got the sky cam up in the air. We bring them out turn 4. Watkins waiting for the right moment. He brings them off the wall to the bottom, straight down to the front stretch where the green flag flies. Off the restart, Tyler Hunt getting a good sized jump there off of Kyle Hanna. Kyle Hanna trying to stay in it with them as well. Here comes Byron Bartlett in the BB Racing number 77 now. To the inside, he's going to take a battle here with Wilson. Nicholas Wilson trying to hold his own, trying to keep his line in stabilized position. We bring them on around now, down out of turn 4. Ah! Trouble there for Wilson. He spins it around, but he saves it. What a save. Trouble there for him. Byron Bartlett having to back off there as well. He got loose there, and these two going out of here. And yet again, that opened the door for Sakosi to get around him there. Is now Kruger as well as in the hunt. Now here comes Mark Cook in the 2020 machine. The 88 now trying to work them on in as well. I'll tell you one thing, that was a great save on Wilson's end, man. That takes a lot of skill to know when the car was going to get loose and do that. Sparks flying yet again. Tyler Hunt's in the wall there, but he, unlike earlier with McCarthy and Sakosi, he's able to get it out of there. Barely kind of toe jamming it in a bit, but he was able to get it back in and situate it out. As the number 4 there, Kyle Hanna now doing battle. Whoa, McCarthy's up in the wall yet again. She's trying to get it out of there, but you got to be careful there. You got cars coming. Byron Bartlett getting around, makes the pass around. These guys are okay. They bring him on down around now, down out of turn 4 they go. You got Matty Watkins leading now, but Milliken not too far behind, less than just a second ahead of him. But Tyler Hunt, you don't ever count him out. When he's on the hunt, he's on the hunt, and he's going to find him here. Back down the back straightaway we go, down to the inside yet again. Here comes the number 4. Gonna go have to do battle here with Kyle Hinn, I should say, doing battle here with Mark Sakosi. The number 8, Affordable SEO, doing it in here. And you can see that left side actually lifting a little bit. That's because they're putting a lot of the weight down on the right side to get that car to stabilize, so that way the cushion gives them some run there. And that's why you're seeing them get so low on those corners and how they're lifting up a bit. You can see right there, look very carefully. You can see that tire is actually indented into the bottom more. It's kind of curved in, sort of like from a 90-degree angle to more of like around a 75-degree. With the hubcast kind of in that way, but they're working them on down the back straightaway here. Mark Sarkozy now to the inside there, and the number 4, Kyle Hanna. And open the door up, and you know what? Sarkozy was nice enough to close it right on him. You don't leave the air, you don't turn the air on and leave the door open, man. You don't do that. They work them on in around down at turn 1, now down in turn 2 here. Byron Bartlett, the BB Racing number 77, trying to work them on in. Full head of steam here for that driver right there as they work him on. You got the battle for 5th. Hanna trying to hold his own there, side by side down out of turn 4 yet again. We're now almost at the halfway point here as they work him down the front stretch. We said it earlier, Luke Soil, Raceway was winning earlier, not now. The ARCA guys in the old school league are showing them up. They get them on now, down around the back straight away they go. You know how bad a lot of these guys want to win this one. There's some drivers out here that have not been to victory lane yet. James Kruger has yet to really been back in victory lane quite a while. He told me earlier, I've been hungry, I've been wanting that win. And it doesn't help that I got poultry on the side of my car that's making me hungry. So I gotta figure something out. Brian W. Wiggins has now finally exited out of pit road. He's a chunk and a half down on laps though. He's gotta figure something out there. Work them on down around out of turn 4 they go. These guys absolutely putting on a battle here, putting on a show. That is Kyle Hanna and Byron Bartlett, but Bartlett not able to make the pass around just yet as Kyle Hanna holds his own. Now to the inside goes Byron Bartlett down. He slingshots it straight to the bottom, but he can't get the momentum built off of that corner. The outside line is seemingly to be the better run there for Kyle Hanna. He knows it. He works them on in now, down out of turn 2. Whoa, Kruger. James Kruger trying to pull a little Freddy Krueger. He tried to sneak into his nightmare there, or into his dream, if you will, and make it a nightmare to make a pass around. But Byron Bartlett not going to take any of that. He's having to deal with both of them. And meanwhile, now here comes Brian W. Wiggins trying to get a daily double on all of them. To the inside goes Byron Bartlett yet again. They work on down around out of turn 2 here. Here comes Wiggins to the outside. Oh, contact made. Wiggins in the wall. Oh, no. Wiggins unfortunately gets into Bartlett, and Bartlett and him unfortunately collide. And this is not when worlds collide. This is when the instant replay has to come on out. That was not what you wanted to see on their end. Here's another look at it. Pay close attention. We're going to go on board here with Wiggins in a minute. Bartlett was trying to stay as clear there. He's trying to keep his line. But unfortunately, both drivers just colliding with each other. And that ended up taking them with it. Now we're going to show you the onboard here of Wiggins. I'm going to show you what he saw when that came around. Here's the onboard. So just past halfway, these guys were definitely starting to get a little feisty there, and you can see that move there he's trying to make there. Watch Bartlett. It's the slightest touch, man. Those ARCA cars do not like to be touched, and right there, unfortunately, it happened for those drivers there, and it ended up costing them big time there nonetheless. Well, guys, bring them on around yet again. We'll get them all situated out. Bartlett, ooh. Major damage on that right side, unfortunately. That oil is bobbing around, unfortunately, and not what you wanted to see in the Bartlett camp. Tough break for him there, and that will open up the door to a whole new set of drivers here. Brian W. Wiggins will get his lap back, I believe, from what I'm being told. He is a lucky dog participant. He's a contestant. They tell him, well, once they get him around and he gets to the 1 lap to go, they'll say, "Come on down. Your next contestant on the lucky dog is you." See the guys and gals getting all situated out. Bartlett getting his time back. He got it back out on the track. He's all situated out here and ready to go yet again. Not much longer this one, folks, but also do keep in mind before we go tonight, we do have the top 3 talking with us about this race here tonight, so be sure to stay tuned in for that. It's going to be great to see how everybody was handling and how everyone feels right now. Looks like Mark Cook is going to stay out, and Sikosi will do the same. Nevertheless, we will bring them on around and get everything situated and see how this one plays out for these drivers here. This is definitely right now, though, playing into the advantage, in my opinion, for Sikosi and Watkins and Hunt. If I had to name a top 3 that could win this one, I would say Sikosi, Watkins, and Hunt are definitely in my top category. Milliken is not far behind, though. He's definitely been battling for this one. But we will see. We'll see how this one all plays out. You never know. But real quick, though, folks, before we get back to the green flag racing, we want to give you a little bio blast of Lucas Oil Raceway. So here's the bio blast for this evening here. This track holding about 30,000 in total. It broke ground in 1958 and was opened up in 1960. So actually it's 60 years here, not 50 as I mentioned earlier. Track has formerly been known as Indianapolis Raceway Park and O'Reilly Raceway Park. Because from 1960 to 2005, Indianapolis Raceway Park was known, and then 2006-2010, O'Reilly Raceway Park was known. But tonight they're on Lucas Oil Raceway Park. Raceway as they bring him on down now around out of turn 1. Mark Cook immediately on the jump, on the gun. He's trying to get something going here. Ah! Trouble for Milliken. Kyle Milliken in that 42 unfortunately spun it on around out of turn 1. He just gave it too much too soon. Ah, man, that is not what you wanted to see, but these cars are not easy to tame, much less easy to drive, and that definitely shows there. Here is the replay there of that one. Brings on around out of turn 1, and unfortunately, nowhere to go, nowhere to be. He went, but I'll tell you right now, Milliken, it's not, you can't do donuts and burnouts right now. It's not time. You gotta win the race first before you can do that, bud. Actually, gotta finish it first, but what I know, so. Well, I guess we're going to have to get them re-racked, restacking all that again. Going back to the history, though, with the Bio Blast and major events here, United States Auto Club, National Hot Rod Association, ARCA Racing Series, what you see out here tonight. The Pro Mazda Championship, the F2000 National Championship for the Formula Drift. And then also, you may have been seeing on the infield, on these walls there, we're going to see if we can get a glimpse of it here. You may have seen a little thing there that says, this, not NHRA, I believe it says, yep, www.nhra.com. Like a lot of racetracks around in general for NASCAR, they don't just hold the racing series here for the ovals. They also have a full-fledged straightaway built specifically for the NHRA series. And again, that is the Natural Hot Rod Association. But of course, that is for the funny cars as well, seen before. Tracks that as well that fall under that category include the likes of Auto Club, Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and I believe Michigan as well has played host to some of those. Of course, the facility actually technically is around in Brownsburg, Indiana, but it's about 10 miles west of downtown Indianapolis, so we call it Indianapolis, Indiana for the Lucas Oil Raceway, but we are technically in Brownsburg. the 6.86 oval, or 0.686 mile long oval track. It's got, actually has about a 2.5 mile road course actually, which has fallen into disrepair and is no longer used. But of course, it has the 4,400 foot drag strip for the drag racing series, as mentioned earlier. And if you're wondering how fast exactly can these guys go on here, and how fast can they do? Well, I'm going to give you a little tidbit here on the oval series. The race lap record here is 18 seconds .289, held by Mike McVetta in 2020 Super Modified. So literally this year, he holds the speed record here on this track. I can tell you to you right now, these guys are probably not thinking too much about speed more than they're thinking about just trying to win. So they're going to have to channel their inner Lightning McQueen and get ready to say speed, I have speed. And make sure they get it all situated out, ready to go here. Alright folks, bring them on around yet again. Don't tune out just yet, share us around, and also be sure to go over and give a little like and a comment over to Maconi Setup Shop for thanking them for giving these guys a chance to be sponsored here tonight. And also check out their products, guys. Seriously, they got some incredible setups there. Off the green flag restart here, we bring them on down the front straightaway. David Castelli immediately got up going to the inside line there. I don't know if Milliken was trying to get around him there and trying to get a little bit of a push going, but Mark Cook is in the hunt there as well. Side by side they go down the back straightaway there. Oh no! Are you kidding me? Brian W. Wiggins can't catch a break tonight. And it seems to be all in that back straightaway. He just took a lick and a half. Wait a minute, Watkins got damage up on his front end as well. Serious damage up there. What is going on right now? Damage on all the drivers. We're going to the replay. We're going to find out what happened to everybody. What the heck happened there? There's another look at it. Well, let's take a close look here and see if we can figure out what was the trouble at territory here. Oh, contact made there by Wiggins. He went for a ride and a half, if you will, and unfortunately, that was definitely not what he wanted to do. We're going to go on the onboard camera here. Here's an onboard shot here. They bring him on down around turn one here. They go side by side, does Cook and Castelli. Gets into him there, and then, well, you kind of get the rest. We're going to go and take a look at Watkins here and find out what happened to him. Looks like he got into some troublesome territory. He was trying to battle there with Sikosi. Let's see if maybe we can get a good glimpse of what happened here exactly. Oh! Watkins did the same thing that happened earlier to a few of these guys. He got into the wall. Oh man, Kyle Hanna just had a tap and a half there, unfortunately, and Castelli had nowhere to go either. We'll go on board there with Kyle and see how much damage he's got on that front end. Looks like he's got a hint of damage there. Here's the onboard camera here. Bring him on down around, and oh man, you hate seeing that happen to any driver, and you especially hate seeing that when you're just trying to get out of traffic. But as they say in racing, you gotta expect the unexpected. So only about 80 laps left in this one once we get the green flag out yet again. And Wiggins, for the second time now, or third time I should say tonight, is back in pit road. He's got serious damage up on that. I don't know if he's going to have enough time to get back out on the track, unfortunately. Tough break there for Wiggins. It just, you know, he was trying to run hard. He's just trying to get his laps back, but unfortunately, these ARCA cars do not take hits and touching too well, so they ended up getting a little loose sideways, and unfortunately, that ended up sending them for a ride. Tyler Hunt, though, man, say what you will, he hasn't been in victory lane for a while now. I can guarantee you, he definitely wants to end that tonight. He's on the hunt. He's on the prowl. We'll see if Hunt can get it done here. And look at this. Working from the outhouse to the White House. There she is. Rookie Kayla McCarthy coming on now for the ARCA series, although you will see her next time out in the Season 2 tomorrow night for the Legend Series. As we get the 1 lap to go here. The 53 and Nicholas Wilson still on the hunt, that VL Peltry machine, and then you got Kyle Milliken as well. Those two drivers absolutely having some heartaches and some tough times in these series and races, but I gotta believe tonight they've got it all dialed in and ready to go, and they just want to get that race win in finally. Alright, pick your favorites, pick your drivers. I think we're in for another good one here if they can keep it going. Off the restart out of turn 4, Sakosi leads them on in. Can Hunt get around him? We'll see about that. Down the front straight away we go. Milliken yet again going to the inside line. He's making some passing down there. He makes his way around there. But look at this. Up for the front. Tyler Hunt and Sakosi do battle. You got that battle over the lead. Hunt goes to the inside line. He got a better run there. Now he'll make his pass around. Here comes the Pride of Texas. Worked them on down around out of turn 4 they go here. And now she's starting to work them on in, trying to hang with them. Back on around out of turn 1. They'll bring him on turn 2. Here comes Milliken. Kyle Milliken now does battle there with the Pride of Texas, trying to get around the boys at 33 machine. Working them on around out of turn 3 they go. Here comes Milliken to the inside now. Works them on down out of turn 4. Contact made there by McCarthy and Nicholas. Nicholas has got a front. He's got the right front barreled into the car. Looks like it straightened itself out there. Looks like he's okay. He's got it fixed up. That right front I thought was jammed into the fender. It actually loosened itself somehow, so he's okay. As we continue on in, 77 laps remaining in this one, folks. They're not out of the woods yet. They've still got some time in this one. Sakosi now trying to make a pass on the inside there. Down low. Nowhere to go, though. Tyler Hunt. I would say he's been kind of a sleeper as of late in the series, but he's starting to show it up tonight here as he works them on down around the front, out of the front stretch to turn 1 and 2. Kyle Milliken's not out of the hunt yet either. He's going to come out of him here and try to get it back into the hunt. Try to get back into this one. He's on the hunt for Hunt. He's on the hunt for Sakosi. Will he get around him? Find out on the next episode of PTM Racing TV. And as I say that, caution's coming out. That was a joke, by the way, if anyone could tell. I was trying to a little Dragon Ball reference, if anyone got the reference there. It looks like some trouble there for the 4 of Kyle Hanna. Not sure of the situation there. We're going to the replay here. Oh. Actually, it was the number 5 there. Brian W. Wiggins yet again. Finally got it back out of pit road, and what happened here? Let's take a look here. Well, everything seems fine here. Oh, right there, folks. Oh, we had a save, though, man. Talk about saving that car up. He did a great job holding it. Nonetheless, he did have to bring, caution had to come on out. Tyler Hunt's now on pit road, but that's going to open up the door there to the 53 of Nicholas Wilson and the Veal number 53. Brian W. Wiggins will get his lap back as he's up there with the leaders. Manny Watkins will now get some time as well to see if maybe he can get a position in here and get a chance at this. It's been a long, hard season, and we're not even halfway done into this one, folks. If you guys are wondering at home how much longer these guys got to race in their season, well, I'm going to tell you right now, judging by our calendar, what we have scheduled, they go all the way to April 7th of 2021, where they will race the championship at Homestead, Miami. And I'm not going to lie, there's a special place in my heart for Homestead. For a multitude of reasons, but if you go on YouTube, you'll find it. Just literally look up season championship for the truck series there, and you'll find it. That place will always hold a special place in my heart for that one, but nevertheless, they'll bring him on around here. See if maybe we can figure out what is going through the mind of these drivers. We're trying to get word from the crew chiefs. They're telling me right now they don't want to talk too much. They don't want to give too many secrets away. They're being very secretive over there. They don't want the setups to be talked about. They don't want me to talk about what's going on with the drivers' minds. They just want me to talk over here and shut up about the rest, I guess. For that, I say freedom to the press, thank you very much. And second of all, I can understand why you want these drivers to stay situated, but come on, even the viewers at home want to know what's going on. Nevertheless, though, they'll bring him on around here on the front stretch. We'll go one more time around, then we'll get him to the one to go here, folks. But while we're at it, we're going to go ahead and bring it on down for a little bit of fun fact trivia here for you guys tonight. So, well, I'll give you a little did you know here. So, here you go. Did you know that 25% of the U.S. popcorn supply comes from Indiana? Orville Redenbacher himself was born in Brazil, Indiana, and there's even a town named Popcorn, Indiana. How about that? And even the world's, and if you're a Christmas lover, which I know a lot of you folks like to celebrate Christmas during Halloween, it's not a nightmare before Christmas, thank you. But if you guys like Christmas, here's another little fun fact for you. The world's largest Christmas tree is in Indianapolis. How about that? As we bring them on around here. Get them all situated out here and get taken care of. Also, another quick little fun fact here for you. Did you know that baseball was practically born in Indiana, because in Fort Wayne to be exact? Because the very first professional game there occurred in the town of May 4th, 1871, which in turn helped get the MLB set up as they bring him on down that front stretch. The only thing I see someone swinging though for is a lead here as Matty Watkins brings him onto the inside there. Wilson trying to hold him on that turn two there. They work him on the inside here. Hunt now trying to get into his mission. Watkins trying to get in there, trying to hold his own here, trying to get something going there as they work him on down around that turn four. Side by side they go down now. They'll bring him on around to the front straight away they go. You got the battle in the front. You got the battle in the back. Tyler Hunt is on the hunt. He's trying to get around Wilson. Wilson is not going to give him an inch, though. He's into the wall. Got stuck there. He's got to back off. Hunt's on. They back off. They're able to sable it there. Down the daily double side by side battle. Tyler Hunt going at it with Wilson. Milliken going in there with Sikosi. We got trouble on the front stretch. James Kruger in the 25, unfortunately, spinning around on the front stretch yet again. The poultry number 25 having troubles and issues, and I'm not sure where that came from, but you know how we figure that out? We go to the replay. Here's another look at it. Looks like he's going to get loose at turn 4. I don't know if Wiggins tapped him. Nope, that's on him. That's all on Kruger. He spun around and saved it, actually. That was a pretty good little donut drift there he did. Let's give you another onboard camera here. See if we can give you a little bit of a different idea here. There we go. Give you a new little perspective on what he was dealing with in that car there. So I'll bring him on around out of turn 4 here, and you can see car sway left, sway to the right. Nowhere to go, but that's alright, we still saved it. They're all taken care of here and stitched out here. They'll get them all situated up for some more racing action here. Well, while we get these guys all situated out real quick, let's go ahead and take it down to our sponsors over at Maconi Setup Shop.
At Maconi Setup Shop, we offer custom-built setups for any asphalt oval car. Prices starting at just $5. Weekly setups available for all Legends, late models, modifieds, and NASCAR trucks, Xfinity, and Cup cars. Do you need one-on-one driver coaching? We've got you covered. Visit www.maconisetupshop.com and find yourself in Victory Lane. Maconi Setup Shop, handling all your setup needs so you don't have to.
As we bring him on back down on the track here. Still currently Matty Watkins in that 99. Currently still dealing with the likes of Hunt, Tyler Hunt. He's got a fresher set of tires actually than he does, and I gotta believe that's gonna really get into the mind of Watkins. I don't care how good of a driver you are and how ice cold you are in your head. Whenever you're out on the track, folks, everything will get to your mind if you least expect it. We'll see, though. We'll see if maybe Tyler Hunt's able to ice him here and get something figured out as they bring him on down around. We'll go one more time by, and then we'll get the green flag out. 60 laps remaining in this one. A lot of great battles and time going into these drivers here, getting all situated out. It's been a solid night of action, a solid night of racing. And for now, anyway, as we bring them on in, we'll see how it all plays out for these guys. See if maybe we can get something built up for these guys and get another good long green flag run. We see some great battles in the first half. Now we need a strong finish in the second half, and Old School can deliver. We know this. We've seen it before. I believe it was at Mortegi. We had a lead change of no fewer than like 3 or 4 between those drivers really duking it out. And then at Texas last week, oh man, you want a battle and a half there. That was a showcase of these guys at their finest while managing to deal with the tight track and the tight conditions. We saw it all. The 2 wides, the 3 wide occasionally. And right now, obviously you don't want to go 3 wide on this track unless you got a pretty good car to run. But as they bring them on around here, get them all situated out, you want to bring them to life, well, there's only one way to do it. They come down around out of turn 4. Watkins off the run there. You can hear the downforce these guys are giving when they're getting into those turns there. They're really having to work off that and back up their momentum there. Working them on down around down to the back straightaway though. Here comes Mark Sakosi in the number 8. Now he challenges Kyle Hanna for 3rd. Down low, let's see where this one goes. He says he brings them on in now. Whoa, bobble there. Wiggins also bobbles Castelli as well. Hunt's in the wall. Watkins sees that. He's going to get a full throttle assault onto this track as they work them on down the backstretch. These guys and gals, I should say, are just battling the troubles, battling the car, and right now they are doing everything they can to hold with it. Ow! Trouble for Milliken. He gets straight into the wall. He's okay, but the caution came out beforehand. That's why. David Castelli in the 24 and Byron Bartlett. Bartlett, your fast qualifier tonight, unfortunately struggling and not able to get it figured out. The Harley-Davidson Motorcycles Machine 24 of Castelli, though. Yet again, he's got some troubles on that one. Let's go to the replay and figure this one out. Well, you saw Milliken earlier. He got on that wall right before the caution came out. But Castelli, yeah, he tried to back off and save it. Whoa! Nicholas Wilson actually got a little tag there from Cook because they were trying to get out of the way there. Castelli backs off, and actually, Byron Bartlett actually didn't even hit him. But we're going to go over to Wilson there. Let's take another look at what he was going through there when he had to deal with that moment. There's another look at it. Great battle here between him and Mark Cook here as they were working him on down out of turn 2 here. They'll bring him into turn 3 and 4. You're going to see them try to pull a slider down low. Stelly's loose. He's already lost ground and momentum. And a little side tap there from Cook. I don't believe that's going to give them the pass, though. The caution was already out by then, and they did not make a full waiver. They did not get a full lap around, so I can tell you right now, more than likely, they are not going to give him that freebie. Get a good look at the driver still all situated out here because David Castelli will go in pit side. He wants that car fixed up and done right. The Maconi Setup Shop IRP 200 ARCA Series. Absolutely raging war here tonight, trying to get something figured out and trying to get these cars dialed into their maximum. But right now they are definitely dealing with the hardships of this track and the hardships of this race. But with only 50 laps to go, I want to know in the comments section, if you're watching live right now, if you're watching later, even comment down below, just see what you say. But who do you think is going to win this one And who is your favorite driver out here? Show these guys some love. Tell us no. We'll talk all about it. I know these guys love hearing about it. They love to be able to get some knowledge and recognition when they're on the track. Still a lot of time remaining for these guys and gals. They're still trying to get things situated out on the track and get one lap to go then. Again, to those at home, thank you so much for tuning on in and choosing your Wednesday night here on PTM Racing TV. Always love having you guys out on here. We love talking with you guys and being able to have some support. If you're wanting to also check more content here on PTM Racing TV, be sure to follow us up and like us up here. Tomorrow night, we've got a doubleheader. And it's not just asphalt, it's the dirt series as well. We're going over to Mississippi Dirt to follow right after. Whoa, hold on a minute, what's going on there? Hold on just a minute. We're going to figure that out here. What's going on right now? That is the first time I've ever had that happen. Well, I'm not really sure what's going on exactly. Well, okay, this is not good at all. Well, everything was working fine here a minute ago. What is going on right now? This is not looking good. All situated out. They're on the green flag restart, but we can't tell you anything because unfortunately we're having troubles right now. Hold on real quick, folks. We'll be right back. We're going to go ahead and see if we can figure this out here.
The finish line. Take the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up.